Welcome back to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. Dan, it's still old-fashioned time for me, buddy. What are you sipping on?
I got some more of this Tennessee.
Ooh, a little celebratory drink for one. Sam Burns wins the Dell Matchplay. Just catches fire in Texas, and Sam Burns entering into number 10 OWGR and one JT out. How frustrated do you think he is today?
You guys gotta be pissed. He probably hit the CVS for a headache instead of allergies.
the energy that he spends on the after effects of a horrible shot. Good God, is it exhausting? Just absolutely exhausting. How'd your bracket do, by the way?
Oh, wonderful.
Man, holy shit. Did that that was not pretty. That was not pretty whatsoever.
No.
Yeah, is anybody playing better than Scottie Scheffler right now?
Nobody.
You already submitted your one and done for the Masters?
Pretty much.
Okay.
It's yeah. It's a lock. It's locked in there. Double S.
So speaking of the match play, allegedly this was it's not on the calendar for next year.
Nope.
Was it exciting? I mean, I'll tell you, CBS was definitely excited when they saw that it was going to be
NBC.
I'm sorry, CBS was probably excited too. NBC, I can't wait to get away. I mean, the commentary is horrible, but you get a Scottie and a Roars for the championship. I mean, it's salivating for this thing. Couldn't have been scripted any better, huh?
Was that a preview for maybe next week? We get a Scottie Rory.
Ooh, it could be. You're not
meaning the Masters, not
I got you. Yeah, not Valero. Yeah. What about you're not going to live? Not betting a live golfer there.
So we'll have to get into this more later this week, but I really wanted to do Cam Smith. And if he would have placed, top 5 in some of these last live events, maybe, but I mean, I can't turn my back on Scottie right now. He's going back to back.
Well, so who do you? Well, that very well may be true. So who do you got? Who do you got for on live that could actually win? You've probably got
Cam Smith,
and who DJ. I mean, that's probably the two that have a realistic chance to win, right?
Yeah.
I would say. I mean, who Taylor Gooch? You think he's going to win? No. No.
Bubba Watson three-peat?
I do not. I do not. No, I'd say you got a Jordan Spieth before that happens, which would also be in the books. So yeah, I don't know. Match play, I like it. I hope they bring it back to the tour. I don't know. We'll see where it goes and where we wind up. Matt Wallace wins Corales Puntacana. He will also be playing this week in San Antonio. I don't know. Does he keep a hot streak alive? We'll get into that on the back nine. So Cam Young, back to the match play.
Yeah.
Cam Young gets a new caddy.
Yeah, we talked about this. You predicted this.
In Paul Tesori. And I mean, he shows up, man. He shows up and trying to bring down one Sam Burns. He did not. Could you call that a meltdown? It was kind of reminiscent of the Open to me, is what it was like. I mean, he had to be having flashbacks of the Open, is what I would expect. But I don't. I mean, Paul Tesori's the one that cashed out on this thing, right? I mean, I don't know what the payday was, but it was definitely handy. Talk about a bad week, man. I mean, just all the way around. My one and done for Corales sucked. My bracket sucked. I mean, this was not. I gotta make some changes. Got to make some changes this week at Valero because, it's that ain't feeling no love after this weekend. Even though I did get a round of golf in at the country club, had a good time. Game was so. And I got a new lid. You see, my new lid?
Yeah. I like this new lid.
Yeah, definitely going to be sporting this in Augusta next week. And well, I don't know. I hope I don't get it dirty. I got a green one too, so I don't know, I may have to wear the green one more than the white one. I don't want to scar it.
Nice. So my one and done at Corales, I thought he was going to win, man. He was winning for a while. And just he could not close it out. He should have won that tournament, man. Gosh, he was right there.
He could not close it out. I can't lie. I didn't watch much of that one.
So okay. So if you went 0-3 at the match play, because it's an elevated event, you got like, I think it was 100 and something thousand. Oh no, maybe it was like 60,000. I think maybe it was $60,000. I think it was something like that. If you came in second at like Corales, it's like 120. The purses were completely. I mean, the winner got like 500 grand down there. Corales.
A little skewed. A little skewed.
Yeah, a little skewed.
Yeah, Cam Young. Yeah, he pulls in 2.2. If you look at it, a T28 with 1.5 points, you got 166,000. So pretty much last place. You're raking in.
That's what it was, right? Yeah, 166, right? Yeah, it was 166 if you played in last place. Yeah, that's what I thought. I couldn't remember off the top of my head. It was 166. But then if you look at Corales, so winner gets 684. Second place, sole second, 414.
Well, it's expensive to rent a golf course out on an island.
If you come in solo fifth, you get like 200,000. You get 160 or whatever for coming in dead last.
Yeah, Matt Wallace 684,000. Let's see. Yeah, this is this is exactly what they're bitching about, by the way. I shouldn't say bitching. That's right, but I mean this is the hubbub about what's going on. It costs me more to play golf than it does than I'm winning. Who 72nd, Sangmoon Bay, $7,638. I mean, it's going to cost him more in taxes than to pay his accountant to hide that shit than it is than what it's worth.
Oh man.
Let's see what else is going. Anything else? I'm trying to think if.
Let's talk the match play. So do you like the match play format? I think. Yes. I've heard some takes. I like it. Some people say you got to have stars on Sunday. Like you really like if it was Rory versus Scottie, it would have been great. But because we didn't have like these stars, it wasn't quite as good. And therefore, basically, how can we ensure we at least get some stars?
In match play, I don't know how you can do that. Well, I mean, I guess you. I don't know. What have you heard? Talk to me.
No, I don't know. It's just that the people were saying that was because it didn't have 2 stars in the final that it's like, okay. So the Florida schools in the Final Four, and people are pissed, right? Because it should be Duke and Carolina and Kansas and Kentucky. We shouldn't have these small schools in there.
Yeah, Florida Atlantic.
Yeah, Florida Atlantic. Yeah. I'm not saying this, but do you agree with that? It's the same kind of thing, right? I mean, match play, you get these types of things where you get these darlings, the Cinderella stories. I mean, I kind of like it, but is it good for ratings? I don't know if it's good for ratings.
I mean, I think that so you take it to, you got to extend the event and you've got to add extra days on and you push the stars. I mean, you got to give some buys, right? I mean, that's how it happens.
That's how football does it.
Yeah. So you get buys, right? And depending on your ranking and how, wherever you sit, whatever your record is, you've earned a buy and now you get to, you're sitting out. Now, does it guarantee that you're going to wind up playing on Sunday? It does not. However, it kind of takes away the, Bucky and Rahm issue. So
you think that like the 1 seed out of it's like 4 of them, right? Like, like the whatever the quadrants are, whatever, they should all get a bye into Saturday.
I mean, I think you kind of have, yeah. I mean, I think that's it started early, didn't it? Yeah. So, but to your point, they get a bye at least to the second round.
Yeah, second round. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. That I mean, I think that's the way that you can kind of guarantee and keep these flukes from happening. Well, when I say kind of guarantee, I mean that extremely loose, because I don't think there's a good way. So like match play. So who we got here? So we got Mac Hughes.
Rahm didn't make it out of his own bracket.
Right. Exactly. So you got Mac Hughes beats Max Homa. Burns beats Cantlay. Jason Day beats Kuchar. Scheffler beats Poston. Xander beats JJ Spawn, last year's winner. Valero Texas Open, by the way. Who Rory beats Lucas Herbert. I don't know if anything's too crazy about this one. I don't know. They got to do something with it, because I mean, just looking. I mean, how entertaining was it?
It could have been better. Yeah. It's what you can get though with match play. You never know what you're going to get, right? It's a blowout. It's a blowout. Whatever. Yeah.
Is the tour losing a little bit of color, you think? I mean, they're playing at a Greg Norman design course with consultation from Sergio Garcia this week. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, this stuff is, it is Vince McMahon strikes again. That's what I'll say.
It's like in well, on this show we have principles, pillars that we go by, and one of the ones would be, well, Cole's, it's like trickle, right? Trickle versus that was the other guy's name, that 2 cars. Yeah, 2 cars. Cole's not running good.
Yeah.
Cole, who's the other guy? Who was the other guy that came in on the other team, on his team, on the same team?
I remember, but I don't recall his name.
You have to have 2 cars running. Two PGA Tour events the same weekend.
I mean, I think that's the play that you gotta, or maybe you make it a team event. Maybe you move it back to what are they playing in Louisiana? That's the team event, right? So match play team. So I mean, Ryder Cup definitely is a draw. So I mean, I think that's the way. I mean, this single, 1v1, probably you got to pair. Who do you pair? I mean, you pair the Texas guys together, right? And Scottie Scheffler and Jordan Spieth.
Somebody's in studio.
Somebody
got a dog in studio tonight.
Whoa. Doesn't even sound like Dixie. So I don't know. It was I was happier playing golf than I was watching most of the tournament. That's all.
But at the same time, good on ramp to this week. This week is the another Cinderella type story where if you win, you can get into the Masters, and next week is just golf Daytona.
Unless you're playing on Live and you've already got an invitation to the Masters, and you'll be in Orlando, by the way, at hold on, I gotta get the name of this right. I don't want to screw this one up, because this is I'm already screwed. It's like Orlando National or something. I've never
Orange County National.
Orange County National.
Yeah. I'm surprised they're playing this week. I guess it's a good warm up for them, huh? Yeah.
Well, they haven't played in a while, so you got to get what does Tiger say, right? I mean, there is no replacement for competitive reps, right? I mean, it's tournament reps are better than any practice you'll ever do. So I guess, I mean, there's a lot of players in the field heading to Augusta, which we'll review later in the week, but I mean, there's a lot of players showing up at Augusta that haven't played on a PGA Tour event in quite some time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where
Russ Wheeler.
Ooh, Russ Wheeler. God, look at that. That is out of the what that's pulling deep. Well, that's pulling deep. I like that. I don't know. I don't know where we're going to wind up or what we're going to see happen, but I say I can't wait to get to Augusta.
Yeah, Augusta's going to be great.
Yeah, if you're going to be in Augusta, you should look me up. I'll be there all week. And I don't know, we'll grab a drink, we'll grab a beer. Augusta Distillery, I don't think I've tried any of their product yet, but they reached out. I didn't know Augusta had a distillery. Excuse me. I thought I was in the know. Dan, the bot, not keeping me up to speed on things that are happening in the spirits world, but I'm aware now. So we'll see if we get a chance to make it over.
Just DM Cal on Instagram, and he'll meet you for wherever. Yeah.
You should, by the way, at Birdies_Bourbon on Instagram. You can also you won't find a sweet hat like this, but you will find some Birdies and Bourbon gear on there. And there's a couple of bottles left of our Master's Pick, which is the Clover. I think it's 116 proof, 6 years and 3 or 4 months. All the details are in there, but that's at Birdies_Bourbon. You can find it there. You should get a bottle, and I'll get it to you hopefully by the weekend of the Masters, and you can sit around and sip the Clover, just like Bobby Jones did.
Absolutely.
What else we got, Dan, before we get to the Texas Open?
It's a good on-ramp, man. I'm looking forward to this week, being able to see what's going on with these guys, and if they can pull it off. Can Bucky pull it off and get another invite back to Augusta? It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time.
We will see. I think so. Well, all eyes are going to be on Bucky, that's for sure, right? I mean, it's going to be his to lose. But yeah, we ready to head to San Antonio?
Let's do it.
Valero Texas Open, 144 golfers, top 65 in ties, make it to the weekend. And if you don't already have an invitation to the Masters and you were to win this tournament, a la Bucky Fowler, you could earn yourself an invitation to the tournament. So TPC San Antonio, it's the Oaks course. It's going to play long, 7,400 plus yards. It's a par 72. Most par fives are not going to be reachable by almost everybody in the field, which is a little, it's not misleading, but it is, short hitters have played very well here. I mean, JJ Spaun won in 22, Spieth won in 21. No tournament in 20. The vid got him. Corey Connors, 2019, Andrew Landry, Kevin Chappell, Charlie Hoffman. Charlie Hoffman, by the way, remind me to bring him up later. Jimmy Walker, Texas native. I mean, there could be something there. I don't know. I'm thinking, is Jimmy going to get distracted? Stephen Bowditch and Martin Laird, and that's back through 2013. I think we got to look at, I think it's ball strikers, man. I mean, when I'm thinking about JJ Spaun, when I'm thinking about Spieth in 21, when he won this, Corey Connors, Landry, we'll look at recent form, but it's, to me, it's ball striking. Par fives, again, are going to play long. And I think it's going to be, who's hitting their wedges really good right now. And yeah, I think it's Bucky's tournament to lose, man. I feel like we got something here.
Oh boy, here we go.
Just saying. So let's head over to our friends at fantasynational.com while I refill my fine cocktail. By the way, I am sipping on a little Catoctin Creek is what I use for my
nice
old fashioned. It's good stuff. These guys are doing a hell of a job over there. Fantasynational.com. Last 24 rounds. All right. So I got a few call outs, Dan, before we get into this thing. So first off, and I've put a few lineups in. I wanted to kind of play around and see where we were going to be able to go, what we're going to be able to do. There's a few things that are happening here. Was Terrell Hatton my one? No, he was not. But I did have him going to and winning the match play. I don't know. You didn't have Terrell Hatton. I did. Allegedly, Terrell Hatton hurts his hand on the range, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know how he hurt his hand, but allegedly he hurts his hand. Now, I believe Terrell Hatton is in the field for the Masters next week. In 2 weeks, I guess I should say.
For sure.
So, yeah. So first off, I don't know why he's even here. I mean, if he really does have an injury and he just didn't get his feelings hurt, because he wears his feelings on his sleeve. Let's be honest. But at $10,900, I'm staying away. I'm staying as far away as possible from Terrell Hatton this week. I got nothing. I got nothing for him.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Yep.
The guy right below him at $10,500, Hideki Matsuyama, who also is still, but he needs to get that friggin'. I mean, don't they have physio folks? I mean, can't he afford a friggin' chiropractor? I mean, let's get this shit fixed for crying. I mean, it's like, how long? My neck, my back. I mean, how long is this going to continue? I don't know how long it's going to continue, but I've had about enough of the Hideki Matsuyama. Now, as slow as I swing the club and no more than I turn, I mean, I wouldn't know what kind of power and force he's generating. So maybe it's just a thing, but I think both of those guys for me, which, I mean, Terrell at 14% projection, Hideki at 7.5% projection. I mean, I don't know. Are they fades? I think they're fades. I think that if you don't fade, you're going to have to replace them later in the week is what my perception is.
Yep. 100% fades for me too. I don't see them anything iffy. I think just pull the plug, right? I'm heading over to Augusta. I mean, we're going to, we're focused on Augusta, just like, the hoodie would say.
Of which both, hold on. Robert Kraft. You know who Robert Kraft is? Bobby Kraft?
Yeah.
I mean, no shit. I'm watching TV the other day and I hear something and I hate great. I'm glad to see it's great, but he's starting this anti-Semitism campaign. And obviously he's a Jewish fellow. And I think that is fantastic. But I'm like, wasn't it just like 2 or 3 years ago? Didn't he get busted for
yes,
tulips and
yep.
Yeah. I thought so.
I think you had that tattooed on yourself, but yeah, I think you did.
Anything's possible. I'm not against it. All right. I was
Cal, guess what? I'm over here in Augusta and I heard you on the pod. I got some time to grab a drink. I want to see that tattoo.
Well, that can be revealed, guaranteed. All right, so let's round out the $10,000 range, and I think probably for me, and for everybody else. I mean, they're the highest. I think they'll be in the top 5 own. I would expect. Ricky Fowler ranks out number 2. Recent form. I guess if we're measuring what Ricky Fowler's done over the past, say, 18 months, then his recent form is absolutely fantastic. Is this Bucky of the Players Champion? I don't know if we're there yet, but I think we're getting close, man. I think whatever he was working on, I feel like it's almost there. Yep.
Hey, beat John Rahm last week in the match play.
He definitely wants to see that drama in person in Augusta.
Yep, 100%.
Hold on. Speaking of Augusta, I know I'm getting derailed. It's because I've been drinking. It's fine. It won't be the last time it happens.
No.
You think everything's going to go completely smooth, like between because I allegedly there have been players from both the PGA Tour and not the PGA Tour that have been playing. I don't know if they've been playing together, but they've ran into each other at Augusta. And allegedly everything is going just fine. I mean, they're Scottie's kind of joking around with it. He's throwing some jabs out there. It's what is he serving? He's serving the live guys hamburgers and everybody else is getting steak. So I think that I ask you the question. What do you think it's going to be drama or is it going to be smooth?
Well, first off, if Scottie is feeding the live guys hamburger and the rest of the guys steak, the live guys are going to say, I can pay my own way. I'm good. I think there'll be a little bit of drama. I think the drama is going to come from Patrick Reed, Rory McIlroy, And
Phil?
your traditional kind of guys. Yeah, like Phil,
Phil?
he'll probably say something. He'll say something. The loudmouth will say something that's controversial. But the majority of the guys, you saw Sergio last week. Rory threw some shade his way. Sergio just took the high road. It's like, hey, listen, we're all just golfers, you know. We just want the best for the sport. I'm not trying to start a feud here, you know. So I think the live guys are going to tone it way down. I do think that the live guys are going to tone it way down. And if anybody causes any kind of ruffles, it's the PGA guys that are going to cause it.
Yeah, that's. I don't think that's far off. I mean, short of a lawsuit, what's anybody got to be offended about? It's that's all I'm saying.
And if the live guys want to, remember they didn't know if they were going to be invited, so they don't want to be disinvited next year. So they're not going to cause a ruckus.
So you're saying DJ is not going to? They're not going to see him sniffing his dashboard or falling down the steps at his 1-story ranch house that he has rented for the week.
Correct.
Okay. I understand. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, you know, and I glazed over this completely. I mentioned it earlier, but we didn't talk. Let's get in before we get into the $9,000 range. The Valero Texas Open being played at San Antonio Country Club, the Oaks course, by the way.
Yep.
Greg Norman. I told you to remind me. We gotta wind the bot. I need some more minutes on the bot. The bot's or feed it more booze. I got to do one or the other. But it's a Greg Norman designed course with a Sergio Garcia influence. I mean, weird.
Yes, very weird. Very weird. Yeah.
I'm like, why would you? And I'm sure contractually there are some challenges here, right? However, I don't know how you let this happen.
So the Valero Texas Open at San Antonio course, the Oaks course, I think we should take some bets. What do you think the bets that Rory does a retrofit the next 2 years?
I did see JT he just worked, I think it's called the Panther or something like that. He just did his first course.
Definitely. Somebody's going to rework this thing. Maybe Ricky.
It could be Bucky. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, $9,000 range. Who's gonna?
Did we talk about Corey yet?
Who? Well, okay, go Corey. And who's gonna get hot at this Greg Norman number we're gonna be playing at this week?
It's Greg Norman number. I think Corey could get hot here. I mean, so he played great last week. He plays great in match play, of course. He missed the cut at the Players, T21 at the API, but he's won here before, right?
He has won here before in 2019.
Either he's won here, or he's played really well. I'm sorry,
he won in 2019.
Got a distraction. My dad back there is kind of distracted me today.
Wait until Dixie gets down and hears that.
Exactly.
But yes, he did win in 2019. No, yeah. 2020, excuse me.
2020.
Well, they didn't play in 2020. It's got to be 2019. 2019, he's a winner.
Yeah, I think he could definitely be one here. And then the other guy I really like is I like Chris Kirk, who missed the cut at the Players, API T39, won the Honda, and just been really hot in the golf. And I can see him in this field really doing something this week. What about you?
So Chris Kirk at 9,300. He's made 3 of 5 cuts here at this tournament. 35 6th, 81st, and 8th. Yeah. I mean, I think that I said earlier, if you're putting a lineup in, you're overpaying for probably everybody here, or at least what you're accustomed to paying. So yeah, I mean, I think Chris Kirk's affair is a pretty good look at this thing. Again, he's missed a couple cuts, but recent form, looks like he's got things together for me. In the 9,000, so I do like Corey Connors as well. I like both Fowlers and Fowler and Connors. Taylor Montgomery, maybe. What's Taylor Montgomery's ownership going to be?
9.5.
So I think this is the first time he's played the course, and it's going to play long for sure. Again, par fives aren't necessarily reachable. I think for most people, they're going to be It's a 3-shot hole. There's 3 shots to the green, and it's really going to be dependent on the wind. And that's kind of was it 21 where they had that big windstorm came through? And is this where they had the ice cream truck at? Is this where?
No, I think. Yeah, I think they might have had one here too, but the first one was at the Rocket a couple of years ago. Yeah.
So I like Montgomery. Siwoo, I think he's going to be very popular. He's made 5 of 5 cuts here. I think 4th place is his best finish, but I could see that being a popular pick. Who else? Matt Kuchar finished 2nd here last year. So, I mean, I don't know if you like what you see out of Cooch. I mean, do you want to go that direction? I don't know. Is Kuchar playing Augusta? Do we know that?
I don't know. I can look it up.
Because here's the other thing that I'm thinking about, right? Is Bucky's absolutely interested in winning this golf tournament to make it to Augusta.
Mm-hmm.
Again, back to Hatton, back to Hideki. I don't know that they really give a shit. They've already stamped their cards are stamped. So is that something to be aware of? Kuchar, no,
not at Augusta. No.
So, I mean, Kuchar's got something to look forward to, right? Because he's got the next week off. And
unless he wins.
Well, and he plays well here. And he plays well here. So, I mean, that could be something. Ryan Fox, I think, is a pretty good. I think that there's something to be said about Ryan Fox here. I don't know. In $9,000 range, who you staying away from, and who you gravitating towards?
Well, I told you I like Kirk, and I like Kirk, Siwoo. Those are the 2 guys I'd say. Yeah. What about you?
I think it's kind of I mean, I'm kind of looking at ownership. I don't know. Do you mean, I mean, Ryan Fox, yes. Kirk at 17, and I mean, maybe. I think Davis Riley's probably a fade for me. Siwoo ranks out 5th here. I mean, that's probably a good direction.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see when we do a line. All right.
Okay. $8,000.
$8,000. Yeah. Let me see what names I got. Last week's champion, Matt Wallace, who missed the cut here in 22. He 3rd place finish in 21. Absolutely, Matt Wallace is on the radar. Who else we got? Nikolai Ugard. I think that's an interesting play here. And I don't know if I've got anybody else that I highlighted. Who you got? Do you have anybody else in the $8,000 range? I'm sure you do.
Well, Spawn plays well here, right?
Well, he won last year.
Yeah.
So if you call winning, if you call being a winner good, then maybe.
But he hasn't been playing great lately. I mean, a lot of missed cuts. He's only made 1 cut in the last 5 events. I don't think I'm going there.
Yeah, I don't. Think
I'm with you on yours. Maybe Ben Griffin. I mean,
Ben Griffin. Ben Griffin's a maybe. I don't see. There's no course history here. However, let me make sure that I'm saying that. No course history here. But recent form, I mean, looks pretty good. So what we get? T45 at Valspar, T35, T14 at the API, T21. So if you look at it, right, I mean, the players, that's that wasn't where we were at. Valspar had a pretty strong field, is making cuts, and API T14 and Honda T21. I think Ben Griffin is probably a play at $8,700.
Yeah, I don't think I see anybody else down here, but yeah.
Oh, so hold on, I got one.
You got one more,
and he's probably going to be popular. But This is a guy coming off of, I think he was 5 or 6 straight missed cuts. And he said he was suffering, or he was dealing with an illness. I don't know what this illness is. He did not disclose. Could it have been COVID? Allegedly. Could it have not been COVID? I mean, I don't know. I mean, Rahm had the shits the other day. It could have been, could have had a stomach bug. I don't know if it goes on for 5 or 6 weeks. However, I think Cam Davis is, I think we gotta run him in there, man. I mean, I think that what's his ownership going to be?
11.7.
I mean, Cam Davis can't putt for shit off the tee. He's gaining strokes. He's not losing strokes on approach. He's long enough that, I mean, if we dial it back a little bit, is that going to help? T6 at the Players. I mean, I think that I think Cam Davis is probably a play here for me.
I agree. Yep, that's a good pick too. Yep. All right.
Who else? Anybody?
$7,000.
Hold on. Anybody you want to steer clear of? Adam Schenk. Whatever. Adam Schenk.
I think.
But Seabass, maybe a complete fade for me. What's Alex Nord doing up here at 8,800? Frank's 48th and cut T61. Okay, he's a fade. Yeah, no, nobody else in the $8,000 range. It's 7,000 from. Go ahead. Who you got?
$7,000 range. All right. Starting at Brendan Todd starts it off, which kind of like. Model ranked 11th, $7,900, 11.5% projected ownership. T27 at the Players, T39 at API. Missed a couple cuts, and then T2 at Pebble. So with these types of fields, I think he can probably do some damage here.
Brendan Todd,
off the T106
last year, by the way.
Yeah. So 106th off the tee on approach 39th on around the green 4th and 19th putting. I think I might start there.
Yeah, I think that's probably a safe bet. What about Beau Bridges? T4 here last year, T69, T36, T51. So he's got some history here. Made 4 out of the last 5 cuts. I don't know what the. I mean, what do you think? Do you think his fans were? I mean, his parents were fans of like 80s. I think it was 80s drama TV. I mean, I all I can think about is Beau Bridges and David Hasselhoff. All I can think of. I know his name's not Hasselhoff, but I'm just
kind of like a Fabulous Baker Boy kind of thing.
Kinda, yeah.
Let's see that.
I don't know. It's throwing that vibe off. To me. I mean, Hostler approach. He's 122nd. How do you get to 122nd? And he got a T4 here last year. Field must have JJ Spawn won. Never mind. So that explains most of it.
I look at Sam Ryder. What do you think about that? Model rank 10, $7,800. Only 5% projected ownership. 19th at Valspar, 44th at Players. Missed the API, 20th at Genesis, 20th at the Phoenix. I mean, for that kind of price point and that kind of ownership, that's pretty strong.
Yeah, Sam Ryder's a good play. So let's see who else. I don't have Sam Ryder on the list, but you know who I did see on here? And I want you to tell me what you know about this guy.
Yeah.
You may know him as Sam. He's officially listed as Samuel Stevens. $7,400. What's your history with those Sammy boy?
Sam Stevens is his 3rd last week. He missed the cut at the Valspar. He was 15th in Puerto Rico. Missed the cut at Honda. 34th at Pebble. So that's pretty good. The only concern would be the bigger events are the ones that he's been struggling with. But this is
ain't a weaker event.
field. This is a weaker field. Yeah. I think it's a good play there.
How many people are playing this guy? 3 or 4%?
It says 8.2.
8.2. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, somebody must have been eavesdropping. That's all I can say. So he's an Oklahoma State guy, 26 years old. Recent form. Give me Corales and give me Puerto Rico. What do these have in common? They're both islands. They're both extremely windy at some point in the time that you're playing a 4-day tournament there. I mean, that's exactly what we could wind up with at Valero. So I think Sam Stevens is a play for me. I mean, he ranks out extremely well, and at 8%, I think that's a go.
Yeah.
What about
Sauceman? Sauceman's only $7,400 here.
Are you going Sauceman?
I mean, what about a Cinderella story if he won this week and then he was a contender, where he's been a contender before at the Masters?
What do you got a little secret crush on him or something?
No, it's just this is a fun tournament because if they win here, they get placed in, and he was a great golfer 2-3 years ago before COVID.
So I don't know that Francesco has ever played. I don't see any history from Francesco playing here. Obviously, he's looking at this to stamp his Masters ticket. I mean, around the green looks pretty good. 2% ownership. I mean, that's probably a positive. T60 and T14. I mean, it's $7,400 for the Sauceman. I mean, give me a T20 and I'm probably I'm happy with you.
Happy. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. I want to go down to who ranks model 6th in the model. And this guy has been, so he shows up at AT&T Pebble Beach, T15, shows up at the Honda, second, and had a real good chance to win that, by the way. Misses a cut at API, misses a cut at Valspar, and looks good at the Players at T27. You think are we getting off Eric Cole, or are we going to stay on him?
Stay on him. Stay on him.
Yeah. That's what I say. I say ride him.
Ride him.
Who else we got?
Good stats.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good. Ben Martin, I think, is a play. T8 at Punta Cana, T45 at Valspar, T54 at Players, T5 at Honda. I think Ben Martin's probably a good look here. We got to stay with Texas guys, and we're going to go Palmer. If we go Palmer, then we got to go Jimmy Walker. Jimmy.
Okay. It's a package deal.
Jimmy, call us. We're still you didn't get our last text message. Just saying.
That's a good point. Yeah. Good point.
So I'm in on Ben. I don't know. That's probably what about Hoffman? What are we doing with him? What's wrong with Charlie Hoffman? Is he hurt? Other than he cut his hair?
I don't know, man. It's not looking good. The only thing he placed at in the last 5 events or so has been his own tournament. So
it was that trashy one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What did he do? Let's see if there's any news on well, there's what happened. No, nobody gives a shit about penalties. I want to know, is he sick? Is he hurt? What's going on? I don't know. I don't see anything that's I mean, obviously they don't release that kind of stuff, but generally speaking, but usually there's some creep out there that usually likes to Hoffman surges late. Nope. I don't know. I'm not taking the bait. I'll fall for Sam Stevens before I'm falling for Hoffman.
What about Kramer Hickok? I mean, the guy has been a cut making machine. 55 model rank, $7,100, projected ownership 4th. He was 46th, 45th, 44th, 14th, and 29th. For that kind of price point, if you look for somebody to make the cut, sign me up, right?
Yeah. Yep. So I got Stevens, I got Hickok down. I like good call out on Hickok. I don't know. I'm good in the $7,000 range, I think. Are you?
All right. Yeah. Yep.
I don't think I need to go anywhere else. I do have a few in the $6,000 range.
Akshay, you're not going to do anything about Akshay here?
I thought he was $6,000.
He's 7,000 on the dot.
He's 7,000. So I think that's I think that's a play. That's 10% ownership. Yeah, I think he's getting a lot of sprinkle in my line.
A lot of sprinkle.
Let's see. Yeah, anybody else in the 7,000?
No, that's it. I think that's it.
6,000. What are we doing with the glove?
You go first.
T36 at Valspar, T51 at the Players, T39 at Phoenix, missed API, missed the Genesis. Okay, whatever. I don't know. What do we? Let's see what the glove has done here. Lucas Glover, where are you? I got to get down to the 6,000s. T18, 4th, and T14. I mean, if we're playing Hickok and Stevens and Akshay, then we don't have to dig too deep in the $6,000 range if we have to dig down there at all. But I mean, good course history, plays well in Texas. I mean, this could be a thing, man. The glove could pay off.
Here, I got a question for you. I was looking at some stuff earlier this week regarding next week in preparation, right? Cameron Champ was top 10 last year at the Masters. What happened to Cam Champ? We haven't heard his name at all. Talk about ball strikers. He's the king of ball strikers.
Missed the cut at Valspar, missed the cut at Genesis. Okay, so here's a great example of someone that probably does not want to make it to the weekend at the Valero.
Okay, because he's already in the Masters because he was top 10 last year.
He's in, and he's missed 4 out of his last 5 cuts. He was T53 at the Farmers. So I think that, yeah, I mean, I think there's, I don't know. I think he had some kind of injury. I don't recall what it was, but I'm pretty sure he got hurt or hurt himself.
Like,
I don't know.
Like what, a year ago? So we haven't heard his name in a long time.
Well, how long has Hideki been complaining about my neck, my back? I mean, for quite some time. Okay. I mean, Hoffman's probably going like, I wish that was my issue.
Need a better agent.
Lamar Jackson said, why do you need an agent? You can just be your own. You set your own price tag. But hey, speaking of that, so I heard the Dolphins may be looking at Lamar Jackson, by the way.
Oh, really? I thought we were getting Brady.
Well, I think it's a package deal. It's like like Brian Palmer and Jimmy Walker. You take one Texan, you get them all, even though they're not necessarily Texans.
Look at this name, Augusto Nunez, 25th at Corales, cut at the Valspar, Puerto Rico 15th, Honda 71st, Pebble 48. That's not bad for $6,700 and 1.2% projected ownership.
But strokes gained total sucks, off the tee approach, putting sucks. Hold on. Let's see. What is it? Augusto. Let's see what he he's a PXG guy. Well, we won't hold that against him.
Just a lot of made cuts though for this kind of thing, you know.
I'm on your side. I don't know that it's going to take much. Where's he been? So he's been losing around the greens, and I mean the greens aren't. I mean they're Bermuda, but they're not going to be terrible here. It could be windy, but maybe. I mean, if we need to go there, if you're going to go kind of top heavy on some things, then maybe I won't hate you for throwing a little Augusto in your gusto. Kevin Chappell, I think that's T16 at Corales, T15 at Puerto Rico, T29 at the Honda. Approach is it ain't good right now, but I mean it's $6,700 and 5% ownership. I'm going to use the bots Augusto Nunez theory here and say like all I need you to do is make a cut, big guy, at that price.
Well, here. So we talked about like Jason Day's back, right? And Brendan Todd is kind of back, and these guys are back. Is Norlander back?
Well, Kevin Chappell has a win here in 2017. Norlander does not.
Oh, I'd go Chappell then. Okay, good call.
But I mean, I'm not trying to shit on Norlander. I'm just saying that's, I think there's a lot of other options I would go other than Norlander. It was a T53 last year, missed a cut in 21. What's Norlander looking like? 2% T22, Corales, T45, Valspar, T15. Maybe. I mean, that's probably not a bad play.
Yeah, he's playing pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, so you could completely go like stars and scrubs on this thing, and I mean, the $6,000 range is not. I mean, look at oh Harry Higgs.
Oh boy.
Do you think we could he play topless the whole time?
Hope not. PGA machine.
Exactly. Last guy for me. Last guy, Michael Kim, ranks 53rd in the model, T26 at Corales, T45 Valspar, 5th at Puerto Rico, T11 at Pebble Beach. That's my last go at it. And
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah.
I mean, it's 6,500. I mean, I think there's some folks down here that we probably got some top 10s coming out of the $6,000 range that are going to look really good in a DraftKings lineup. I don't. Hey, maybe not.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, let's do
it. All right, we're gonna start with Hatton and Matsuyama, right?
Who's the other guy that's hurt? Yes. We'll take anybody with an injury. We're putting them in first thing.
Where do you want to start?
So single entry, by the way.
Single entry.
Don't give him the full lineup. Tisk. So here's some folks that I think are pretty interesting. Let me throw a few names out at you. What about Matt? Matt Wallace is not in. I don't think Matt Wallace is in Augusta. I don't think he's in for Augusta yet.
I can check real quick.
Just coming off a win. I think Matt Wallace is not a horrible place to start. I think you ride the hot hand at $8,500.
Yeah, I don't see Wallace. Don't see him in there. Yep.
Yeah, he's not. Cam Davis. I mean,
Yep.
Who is this guy? Davis Thompson. He is already out. I mean, if we want to stay in the $8,000 range, I mean, in his last, and there's some international stuff happening here, but Nikolai Hugad.
Yep. We talked about him. Yep. It's good.
God, I think that may be, I mean, we can just keep running, man. You want to go Todd and Rye also?
Yeah. Todd. Do you want to do Rye? You want to do Rye too? Yeah.
I think so.
What is he at? 7,900. Let's take a look real quick.
Should be right below.
Yeah. T19 of the players. Yeah. Let's do it. Oh boy. All right.
I mean, he's got his iron covers and Evitang. Yes, Chris Kirk left $100 on the table. That's for drinks. Come see me at Augusta. I'll buy you a cocktail. All right. That was pretty aggressive. We talked about these $6,000 guys, and we talked about, wow, we stayed right in the middle of the pack there. I would not be surprised to see the winner coming out of our lineup is what I wouldn't be surprised to see.
Yeah.
All right.
I agree.
What else we got? Oh, one and dones.
Oof. Here we go. All right. Oof. Can we go first? Oh, by the way, I'm in third place now.
Oh, let's see. Hold on. Let me look at this banter this noise you're throwing around over there.
I've moved on up. I used to be in dead last.
Daniel Jefferson, they say. Not everybody will get that. Just so you know. Okay, hold on. Let me go select mine. That way, I don't want any bullshit. I wanted to see me in first place because I don't know how much longer I'm going to be there.
Well, yeah, we got a ways to go.
I mean, we do have a ways to go, but I mean, I was on like a streak, man.
When you pick Rahm and Scheffler every week, I mean, you're going to be on a streak.
How many times can you use the same guy? That's what I want. It's gonna be very important. Who I'm stat guy. He's already got his pick in. Okay.
Does he?
All right. If the breakfast ball is listening and waiting on our show to pick, now I'm gonna be pissed off about that. Birdies and Bourbon, that'd be me. $6.6 million. The breakfast ball, that wouldn't be me, or the bot. That's at $5.8 million. He's sneaky. Dan the bot is at 2.4, hitting greens 2.4, and I am stat guy 2.2. Okay, so we got a little something here. We got. I feel like we got a match now.
We do.
I'm gonna make my pick. You make your pick. You go first.
I'm going Chris Kirk.
This is very interesting. Have I used Bucky yet?
No.
I don't think I have.
No. Corey
Connors looks he's attractive too. I don't know. There's a lot of skin. There's a lot of skin in the game here for Bucky. I'm going Bucky. But Bucky it is.
Okay. All right.
Bucky's mark me down.
Got it marked.
Bucky's in. He's spent. All right. So we got some fun master stuff coming up later. As mentioned, I'll be in Augusta. We got a few more things to talk about, but I'll be in Augusta starting on Sunday through. I thought it was going to be Sunday, but I actually got a message today that said, "Hey, with all the inclement weather that we're having, and if the tournament has to finish on a Monday, would anyone be open to volunteering to stick around?" Pick me. So
I'll stick around, and just so you know, it's not because of the event, it's because I go 110% on everything.
Ooh, 110, you say? Hold on. Can you? I thought there was 100. I didn't. Okay, sandbagger. Yeah. So I'll be in Augusta all week. DM us, me, the bot, Birdies_Bourbon. Be sure to go and check out our Instagram. You can follow us on Twitter. Dan's always posting pictures of guys going into a room and out of a room, and I don't know what they're doing in the room. Where else can you can find us? Go to YouTube. You check out our YouTube page. Just in case you're listening to the podcast, you don't know what we look like. Now you'll know.
Can we get into a couple things before we wrap it up with non-golf stuff?
Indeed, I do.
Okay. So did you finish Daisy Jones in the 6 yet?
I have not. But what I have, okay. but I'm through probably. They did the photo shoot up on the mountain. So I've got through that episode. I found her in the pool, like you found me in that pool that one night. So I'm through that episode. I don't know if I'm much past that. I mean, you don't need to tell me if so. I don't remember what episode that was, but I'm a good probably 4 episodes deep. How many was it total, you think? 5 or 6? 7?
10.
Oh shit.
10.
Okay. Well, I'm halfway.
You got a ways to go. You got a ways to go. Yeah.
So I'm probably halfway through. I've been drinking and golfing. Right. Let's be honest.
That's okay. It's okay. I did finish Mary Kingstown. On the roof, the last episode on the roof, and he's like, and what is his name? Bunny says to him, listen, if you're in my way and I got to get through you, I'm gonna get through you. All I could think about was Al Pacino and De Niro and Heat, right? He's just they're ripping off the Heat scene. They're ripping off the Heat scene, right? Yeah.
But Mayor Kingstown is good.
It is good. It is good.
I'm disappointed that it's not available now. I mean, it's available. They're just the season is done, and I don't know if we're going to get another season.
I think so, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Is it going to be rendering a Zamboni?
That would be. I'd watch it. They should definitely make it in the middle of winter and have him in a Zamboni, the opening scene, just like crashing into a wall or something.
That's all
right. So
yeah, why not?
New show you got to watch. Kiefer is back.
I don't know what this is. Kiefer Sutherland?
Yeah. Rabbit Hole. He's back in a new show called Rabbit Hole. Yeah.
Doc? You talking about Doc?
He plays Doc. Doc's back. Yeah. He plays like a financial fixer kind of thing, where he's like a little bit con man, a little bit like consultant kind of thing.
Like Ray Donovan shit, or what are you talking about?
No, not really like Ray Donovan. More like he's like these corporate clients, and he's kind of like tanking stocks and stuff like that, you know?
Okay. But it's good. It's pretty good.
There's 2 episodes out. Yep.
What's
and
it called?
Rabbit Hole. And have you ever seen the movie The Game with Michael Douglas?
Yes.
It reminds me of that. It's like, you know, like there's some kind of like alternate reality starting to go around him.
And who's the fucking weirdo that Sean Penn? Sean Penn was his little brother, and he did the whole he hoodwinked him basically because he was like high. Yeah, it was his
birthday, and it was the birthday gift was the thing, right? Yeah. This reminds me kind of that. It's like he's entering this alternate reality, and stuff's happening around him. Yeah, it's what it reminded me of. But it's definitely nothing like that movie, but it's kind of got those elements.
But you're not a sci-fi guy. Is it sci-fi?
No, it's not sci-fi at all. Okay. No, not sci-fi at all. Right. It just reminds me of like the stuff's like happening to them, and nobody's who they think they are, kind of thing. And it's good.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right, I got you. Yeah. Okay, what else? Because we are desperate for stuff to watch over here. Like it has dried up. Like we got no Yellowstone. We got no 1923. We don't have any, whatever the Tim McGraw and Faith Hill shit was concert, the 1869. 69. Why was it 69? Do they even know what that was back in the day? I don't know. No, but this thing is drying up fast, man. It's good thing the weather's warming up.
So for the listeners that are still listening, what he's trying to say is that Birdies and Bourbon HQ for Spaghetti Western Wednesdays, nothing on.
There is nothing on. I mean, I don't know what to do with my afternoons these days. It's like you drop into the shed, and it's I don't know, 1:30 or 2 o'clock, and they're sitting in there watching friggin' Paul Steinbaum or somebody. I mean, it's like, come on, guys, what are we watching here?
Yeah, that's all I got. I got Poker Face.
Poker Face was good. I hope there's
not Poker Face. I mean, yeah.
I hope there's another.
No, it was good, but Rabbit Hole, and Daisy Jones right now. Yeah.
Oh, what about The Judge? Have you watched what's The Judge?
Yeah,
it's good. Not Breaking Bad, but what's have you finished that one?
Mm-hmm. I think it's called. Is it called The Judge or something like that? I think it might be called The Judge.
It's called something like that. What's his name? Michael Cranston?
Bryan Cranston. I think it's called The Judge.
No, it is not called The fucking Judge. Brian. It definitely ain't called No Damn Judge. It's probably called The Judge. Your Honor. It's called Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Nothing like The Judge, by the way.
Not
even remotely close. I don't even know why you would think that would be like a scenario there. Not with
this judicial system.
Not even close. What else is going on?
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I can't think of any other shows that are happening.
Succession is back, which I know you hate, but it's phenomenal.
Hate is a strong word.
You should jump in season 4. Season 4, episode 1 just went up. It's great.
Is there a McCalkin in there, and he walks off at the window a lot?
No, okay. Not anymore, but he's still great. You'll love it. This one, just jump in season 4. You'll love it. It's great. It's the last season.
You also, I think you told me to watch this White Lotus shit too, and I'm like,
it was wonderful.
I couldn't. It ain't my cup of tea.
So Succession's a lot different than the White Lotus.
I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying I'm comparing your taste, which I think is equally bad in bad shows.
Well, if you're expecting Spaghetti Western Wednesday, you're not going to get them out of those.
It's not even close. Not even close. I mean, give me like a Tarantino film with speaking of a film. Oh, I can't bring it. That's
Tarantino has announced he's writing his last film. Yeah.
I also heard that Widespread Panic was going to do their last New Year's Eve show this year.
Really?
It's like their 17th last New Year's Eve show, by the way. It's like a REM breaking up, you know. It's like Beck saying I'm never releasing another anything again.
Yeah.
And really what he meant is it was just going to be EDM instead of actual words and stuff. But
so I don't know when it's coming back, but you know what's coming back this year that I'm really looking forward to is Justified.
Ooh, same dude?
Yeah. Yep.
What's his name? You know?
Timothy Oliphant.
Okay, and then his arch nemesis, which turned out to be like some secret undercover FBI DEA squad leader. Is he going to be in it also?
I don't think so. I think it's supposed to be based on maybe Chicago or Detroit or something like that. Yeah, so it should be good.
Walton Goggins.
Yeah, big bourbon guy.
Walton Goggins. He allegedly. I don't know. Allegedly, he's a bourbon. Well, no, we'll see.
Well, he's got his own bourbon now.
Well, he's got his name on him. So did McConaughey, and he jumped ship. So
he did jump. We haven't talked about that, have we?
We have not talked much about it. We'll get into that in a later episode, though. But yeah, I know he definitely jumped ship. It's like I mean, it's it feels like a cheap hooker at Augusta, used and just thrown to the wolves, or the turkeys, however you want to look at it. I don't know. I got nothing else, Dan. We will be back, I hope, to drop some Masters stuff. I'm going to take a little bit of a setup down there. So when I get back, no phones on course. You know, we're not ESPN or anybody relevant. So no phones on course. I ain't fucking around with a camera down there. Probably. I don't know. I might. But I'm thinking I'll just go and harass all the other people that are there with cameras and phones to take my pictures and videos.
So we'll probably record on maybe like Saturday before we both head out.
Yeah, we could if you want.
Yeah, probably need to, because you're probably gonna be busy getting in on Sunday. So yeah, go, man. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun week. Yeah,
it's gonna be a heated week, is what it's gonna be. There's gonna be let's hold on. I want to real quick. Let me look through this. Let's see how many. So I'm gonna throw some names and let's see. So Cam Smith, DJ. Who else is Koepka? Joaquin Neiman, he's gone, right? What's that, 5 so far?
Yeah.
Who else we got? Louis O, Abe Answer, so we're 7. DeChambeau 8, Bubba 9. I did bet Mimwoo at like 150 or something to win. So just so you know. Sergio, Thomas Peters, I think he's gone, right?
Yeah.
Fox is still here. Seamus Power go? He did he?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah,
recently. Yeah,
I think he did. Yeah.
Yeah. Mackenzie Hughes is in this. He is playing. I don't know if he's playing. Taylor Gooch, Mito.
A lot of guys over there, man.
HV3, Jason Kokrak, Phil Mickelson, Charles Schwartzel, Kevin Na, Scott Stallings at 250 to 1.
Well, he's not a live guy. He's not a live guy.
No, he is not a live, but I may throw something there, Joe. No, he said it ain't gonna happen. He said I'm a PGA guy.
Well, you were naming live guys. I didn't want the
I know. Sorry, I got distracted. So we're talking like 15 plus live players that are showing up there. How many live players are there? 54?
Something like that. Yeah, something like that. Do you think is Vegas gonna have a live guy wins kind of bet, which any live guy. I think I'd take that. I don't know what the odds on that would be.
Well, hold on, and I'll tell you what I can get. Now, I live in a shitty state, and I have to do like an offshore, boondoggle thing. But
there was a rumor that they were going to invite Charlie's Three Sticks.
Well, I hear he's an Augusta guy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. This is Cam and Max Homa. No. Let's go long odds and let's see who we got down here. I don't. So my availability is not that good for just a live guy to win.
Okay. We'll take a look around.
We will look around, and we'll fill you in next time. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
I got nothing else, bro. I'm back at it, and I'll talk to you on the pod.